Hello and welcome to T1 Gaming and Mario Kart 8. In all that racing you've done, here are some things you may not have noticed. Mario is Nintendo's most famous franchise and has a huge following of fans and Easter egg hunters. In today's video, I'm going to go over all the Easter eggs that I could find. I'm not going to go over the really obvious ones like, whoa, that's a question block, because it's already really clear. Also, there's going to be another video on some more obvious yet rarely seen Easter eggs in DLC tracks. They will appear in this video, but I will go more into depth in them later. There might be some things you haven't seen. The first track we'll be looking at is Sunshine Airport. You'll notice during the flying part, just before you hit the finish line, you can see a Koopa Troopa shaped rock. This is reminiscent to the Nintendo 64 track Koopa Troopa Beach. Also, if you go to the conveyor belt of boxes in the main building, you will see that the other tracks appear as destinations for the flight. Near the desk area, the decorative flowers are also a direct reference to Super Mario Kart for the NES, and Super Mario World because the feather directly matches the power-up. In some locations in Sunshine Airport, there are signs with the code 22402MS. This may be a bit of a stretch, but some people have found if you flop the numbers around and add the 5s, it becomes 10402MS. Super Mario Sunshine, or MS, was released on 10402, the exact date in the code. It also helps to support this supposed Easter egg that this track is heavily based on Sunshine, considering there are Piantas, Nokis, and Shine Sprites everywhere. Might I also add that Piantas and Nokis are present in almost all of the water-based tracks in the game, like Water Park, Dolphin Shoals, Yoshi Circle, Cheep Cheep Beach, and even Super Bell Subway. Up next is Toad Harbor. Toad Harbor seems to come up in every other race in multiplayer matchmaking, but something you most likely haven't seen is the statue of Peach in the harbor portraying the Statue of Liberty. You can also see in the distance the same statue looking down from the N64 Rainbow Road, which means that Rainbow Road is located over Toad Harbor. Also seen in Toad Harbor is a sign advertising the Shy Guy mining operation taking place in Shy Guy Falls. But even more interesting than that is the sign that says the operation has been in business since 1987, which was the first release of Doki Doki Panic, or Super Mario Bros. 2 in the US. This is significant because the first time a Shy Guy appeared in a Mario game was Doki Doki Panic. Next is the beautiful Cloud Top Cruise. At the end of the track, the vine you drive on is actually coming out of a giant question block, just like the vines in the first side-scrolling Mario game. In a slightly odder reference, the Steel Driver car is actually a reference to the 3DS game Steel Diver. Also, in the spirit of obscure references, on the Game Boy Advance Mario Circuit track, the blue things holding up the track are actually Ultra Hands. Ultra Hands were a discontinued toy manufactured by Nintendo in 1967. It is basically a grabbing claw today. Transitioning to the next track, Water Park, with the Carousel Easter egg. When you go into the area of the carousel near the end of the map, the music plays that is Super Mario 64's merry-go-round theme. It can be a little distorted because sometimes it plays with Water Park's theme, but it is definitely there. Next, in Bone Dry Dunes, if you back up at the starting line, you can find yellow blankets and vases. On the blankets, you can see a pattern of the angry sun from Super Mario Bros. 3. On the vases, you can see blacked out sprites of Goombas, Koopas, Hammer Bros, coins, trees, and clouds from the first Super Mario Bros. There is also a set of vases in the tunnel before the finish line. Next, making a return from the Nintendo 64, Yoshi Valley. It makes a lot more sense now that there are giant eggs rolling around because this time it is confirmed to be a Yoshi sanctuary, and its maze-like turns continue to puzzle players to this day. But that's not why we're here. You can see that on some trees are berries, but not just any berries, the exact same berries that Yoshi eats in Super Mario World and Super Mario Galaxy 2. Another track making a comeback is Toad's Turnpike. While you're racing, you probably haven't noticed signs on the track, like the Turn On Your Light sign featuring Mario, or the Toad City sign, which may be a nod to Mushroom City from the GameCube, or even the No Limit Speed sign featuring a boost mushroom. But the sign that is the most interesting is the one that appears on the left wall advertising a radio station broadcasting at 64 megahertz. This is referencing that Toad's Turnpike is from the Nintendo 64 and Mario Kart 64. Next, deep in Bowser's castle, you can catch a glimpse of many of his insignias, but these in particular, printed on the boxes and barrels, are from the new Super Mario Bros. U. Next is the DLC tracks. I'm not going to go to cover Ribbon Road because there's just so many Easter eggs on it. I'll probably post another video about that soon. On the first leg of our journey, Baby Park, you can see a fountain of Baby Peach in front of a white and blue castle. but it's not a Mario game castle. In fact, it's referencing the fairy tale castle in Disneyland with the statue of Walt Disney in front, except the statue is replaced with Peach. Another Easter egg reference is Luigi's Mansion. Not Dark Moon, but the old Luigi's Mansion published in 2001 as a release game for the GameCube. The exact same mansion is on the left side of the track that is in the game. The next DLC track is Excite Bike Stadium. Obviously, this references Excite Bike, but what is less known is this. On the left of the track, after the finish line, are two billboards. These billboards are the box art for the original Excite Bike game. To the right is the North American version, and to the left is the Japanese Famicom version. We're almost done, and Yoshi Circle, returning from the GameCube, is next. Yoshi Circle is the only track ever to be remade twice, as it is also featured as a retro track on the DS. It is obvious that Yoshi Circuit is shaped like Yoshi, but some less obvious references are that instead of dirt, a dirt mound in the GameCube, Yoshi's foot is now represented by a busy town. There are also Yoshi berries from Yoshi Valley on some trees as well. Unfortunately, there are no tunnel shortcuts this time, but there are some more differences. Before the finish line, you can see a Mario Motors shop. This is significant because Mario Motors was a fake advertisement in the Nintendo 64 Mario Kart. You can even see cars being prepped, which shows just how seriously Nintendo takes detail. Finally, the last track we'll cover today, Super Bell Subway, is one of MK8's best tracks with its multi-level maneuvering and high speeds. If you haven't played this track, it's exactly like a subway with shops and maps, and of course trains. First, I'd like to point out that the terminal path leads straight onto the rails, which has to violate some sort of building safety code. There are track signs like there were in Sunshine Airport and N64 references all over, but most of the graffiti in the tunnel is really interesting. There's one that says Goomba, a stylized piranha plant pipe, the full first part of 1-2 from Super Mario Bros., and a bill launcher and some bullets. Well, that's about it for Mario Kart 8. I've done all the Easter eggs I could find. If you know something that we missed, feel free to put it in the comments and tell us. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a good day.